Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm planning out all of my spreads for July in my bullet journal. So the theme this month is the ocean. So the quote I chose was, "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." And then right into the title page, I've got a shark breaching the water. I love sharks, they're my favorite animal, so I had to include it as the title page there. Then moving right into the calendar, I decided to try and incorporate a different kind of sea creature on every spread. So for the calendar, I've got some fish on the side to fill up the space, and then an octopus kind of holding on to the July there. I didn't end up, outlining it as such, but that was the intention. So on the expense tracker page, I just have an anchor in the bottom corner, and of course it's set up the same as every other month. And then my mood tracker is a big wave. I did take some inspiration for the mood tracker from other bullet journal spreads and line art that I saw online of waves, because I really don't know how to draw waves. So I needed that inspiration to kind of figure out what shape would work and how to divide it into all of the different sections. So as you can see there, I decided on 3 waves, with the one in the back being the tallest, and then I have enough sections there for all 31 days of July. And now I'm just numbering it because you don't want to just color in random squares each day, or I guess you could. So the first weekly spread is a couple of turtles swimming kind of from the one side of the page all the way up to the top side of the other page. And I decided to draw them in 3 different directions just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Week 2 is, I think, the first ever dual, cohesive, dual page spread that I've done. Obviously the turtles go onto both pages, but this one I feel is just even more cohesive, just because of the way that the pages ended up laying really flat. So it looks more like a dual page spread than the turtle one, I guess. But anyways, I had a lot of fun drawing that one just because it was so drawing intensive and there was so many details with all the little fish. So now we're moving on to week 3 of July, which I decided to draw these whales. I had to try and figure out how to draw 4 different kinds of whales. So I got a humpback whale, a killer whale. I think one of them is a sperm whale, and then the other one's a blue whale, but I'm not really sure. I just found some images of whales online and tried my best to draw them. So what are we on now? Week 4, I think. And this one is different kinds of rays. So I've got a spotted eagle ray. I think one of them at least is a manta ray and one might be a stingray. Again, I don't really know what differentiates them other than the spotted eagle ray is a really dark color and it has spots on it. That's all I know. And then on the 5th and final week of July, I've got jellyfish. And you may have noticed that I do have some different kinds of weekly spreads. And like I mentioned, I believe in the last video, was that I am really trying to experiment with different spreads in the summer months while I don't have classes, so I don't have to worry about having a lot of space to write out my assignments or anything like that. I can just, as long as I have some space to write down days I need to go to work, then it should be good. So now I'm just moving on to coloring. I kind of colored it all over the place, so I tried my best to rearrange the clips in a way that made sense chronologically, as if I had colored them chronologically, but I didn't, because I like to jump back and forth when I get inspiration for drawing one thing or the other. So I did not color the shark first, but I put it first because it's the first actual colored illustration of the month. So now we're moving into just coloring all the sand. This is part of the reason why I jumped around. I think the sand was actually the first thing that I colored. And I tried to do all of the stuff that was the same colors at the same time, just to make it easier for me so I'm not constantly picking up and putting down all of the same markers when I just move through different spreads. So I chose a bunch of different colors of green for the seaweed, and I actually broke out my King Art markers for this one because I found out that they don't bleed through the paper the same way that Sharpies do. And I got a nice big set of them for my birthday this year. So now I have a huge collection of more colored markers that I can actually use in my bullet journal without it bleeding through excessively. So I did bring out quite a few of those colors in order to really have a wide variety and range of colors that I could use, because I didn't want it all to look the same. So like my February spread for this year where I had all sorts of different plants, I had to use a lot of different colors in this one just because it was very drawing intensive. So although I didn't use very many colors in the February one because they were all plants, they're both drawing intensive, and this one I just so happened to need more colors in order to make it fit my vision, I guess. And I do have a couple more like mild liner colors now, like the brown. I don't even think I used the brown one actually for that treasure chest though. I think I used the King Art markers. But I definitely did not have enough different colors in order to do all of the different tropical fish and the coral. I guess I probably could have made do with some of the other sea creatures, but in particular these fish, just because they are so detail intensive, and tropical fish are meant to be like bright and colorful. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to execute that. And as I continue to color in these fish, I'm not 100% sure that these are all real fish. Like, I was following some reference images, but at one point I just kind of decided to do whatever colors I wanted because I could not handle trying to color in all of the different shapes perfectly with matching colors to real fish. So I think some of them might be real, and then some I just, chose to use my imagination to make up some different fish. Same with the whales. I don't think these are the actual colors of the whales, but again, I tried my best. I didn't want all of them to be the same color, so I tried my best to use different colors, and I think it turned out pretty well. So I've been talking for 7.5 minutes now. This is a much longer video than most of my other bullet journal spreads just because of how detailed it is with all the different drawings that I did, and obviously how much I had to color in. So I hope you guys enjoy having a little bit longer video this week. I know I enjoyed making this, so maybe in the future, if I have more really drawing intensive spreads, we'll have more longer videos. Or if I do another vlog in the future, maybe one that's more than like 3 or 4 minutes long. So we're finally on to the last spread where I'm drawing in those jellyfish. I did stray a little bit from the lines that I had put down while adding in the tentacles, just because I thought that it needed a little bit more color. So I did add some extra lines in there that don't follow the line art that I put down, but that's okay. I'm allowed to make those changes and those decisions. So here's my final flip through coming up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I really enjoyed making it. I always do. Bullet journaling is one of my absolute favorite things to do, and it brings me so much joy, which is how I can spend so much time doing it. It took many hours to sketch it out, do the line art, and then color everything in, but I think it turned out really well. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of the support. I post new videos every Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'll see you all next week.